Welcome, welcome. I am super excited that you are taking time out of your day and looking at a full overview of what we have going on with Live. I want to value your time as much as possible, so I'm going to try and go through this information with you as effectively and efficiently as possible, just because I know the value that this is adding to communities and individuals all across North America right now. And this is just the very, very beginning. This company is only a year old, and we're looking to take this global, very, very, very soon. So with that, guys, a little background of myself. My name is Tyler Sorensen. I'm 23 years old. I used to be a college student athlete, and I used to work two part-time jobs while going to school just to kind of make ends meet. I was the definition, you could say, of a broke college kid, right? I had no time, no money. And it was really an opportunity such as the one I'm about to share with you today that really altered the course of my entire future. And, I'll dive into a little bit more of, my story, my experience, with this company a little later into this presentation. But I'm going to have two conversations with you today. First conversation in the first half of this presentation, I'm going to go over what it means for somebody to become a member of Live, what it looks like to have a membership with Live, what that gives you access to do within this community, and also what perks and what value you get as a member on a daily basis, because we understand at Live that not everybody is going to be able to go and have a life experience, multiple times a month or even multiple times a year. It's unrealistic for some families to do that, because I understand everybody is busy between school, work, both, whatever the case may be, everybody has their own life. And then second, we're going to transition into the business and income generating side in the second half of this presentation. So just, stick around, get the full overview. I want you guys to see, the full picture, so you can decide, if this is something that could fit your lifestyle, something that could elevate your lifestyle, whether that's as a customer or as a promoter here, guys, because there is so much value packed into this that we are all just super, super fired up to be sharing this, and I'm honored to have the conversation with you guys today. So with that, we'll dive right in. So at Live, our mission is to wage war on the bucket list. You guys might have seen the movie, several years ago with Morgan Freeman. Cute movie, great movie, awesome message. However, we thought that was just a garbage philosophy, right? Why would you wait until the end of your life when you're terminally ill, have no energy, you're sick, to finally go and do all the things that you've said you've wanted to do or always wanted to do before you kick the bucket? So what we want to do at Live is wage war on that bucket list and turn that into what we call a Live list, meaning we actually go and do those things. We don't put things off. We give people a platform to go and have incredible life experiences and create memories and moments with people and loved ones all around them while they're all here, and be able to do it at a level that they just couldn't go and do it on their own. I can't stress enough that this isn't a travel company, guys. This company does not make money on anything travel related. We don't make money on flights, hotels, any of that stuff. It's a lifestyle company, which has never been done before, because what's not important and what's not unique is going and booking a flight and going from point A to point B. That's not unique. That's not special. But what is special is, what do you do once you're actually there? How do you experience the place that you're at? So what I want you guys to do real quick is just, let your imagination flow a little bit and think about what's really on your list. And maybe you were like me and you just never really allowed yourself to dream like this, because you just either thought that it would be something that you worry about later on down the road, which AKA what most people do, or you just maybe never thought any of this would be possible. So I want to give you permission to dream and to be creative and let your imagination run free a little bit, and just really think about, what do you want to do? What's on your list? And just don't hold anything back. Allow yourself to just really push the limits. For example, when we were in Vegas, on one of the days, we went and took helicopter tours around the Las Vegas Strip. That same day, we went to Wayne Newton's mansion, his estate in Vegas, which has been closed off to the public for a number of years, and got to literally have an all-inclusive party on Wayne Newton's estate. That same night, went to the racetrack, the NASCAR track in Vegas. I don't know what it's called, but we literally went in NASCARs around the racetrack at 180 miles per hour. The entire track was closed down. Live members only. We were literally treated VIP. And that next day went to the Stratosphere in Las Vegas. Not sure how many of you have ever been there, but we then took over the Stratosphere. which is, it looks like the Space Needle in Seattle, but it's in Las Vegas. At the top, there's all kinds of rides. It rotates around the top of the building. So once we got up there, we got to skip all the lines. It was rented out entirely for live only, all inclusive, food, drink, bartenders. All the rides were free, literally as much as you could go on, without throwing up, and go and just create memories and not have to worry, like literally just show up and have experiences that you just couldn't do on your own, unless you were like ultra wealthy, A-list celebrity, or something along those lines. So that's just one example of what I've done in the last 6 months with this company in Live, and I've been on 5 of these experiences thus far, and each one gets better and better, and it's only going to continue to get better as we grow and keep building these experiences. So what's on your list? Let yourself dream a little bit, have some fun with it, and figure out what you want to do and what you want to add to your live list. So I'm going to dive into, obviously you guys understand the live list and what that means, turning it from a bucket list into a live list, but I also want to dissect the membership benefits. So obviously being a member with Live, we understand that people can't just go and take life experiences all the time, and we know that we needed to add value to people's lives outside of just the live list for this membership to make more than enough sense on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, year after year after year. So I'm going to dive into a little bit of that with you coming up. But first, back to the experiences. How does the live list work? I'm sure a lot of you are probably wondering. So first off, the live list is access, like I said, to exclusive, curated, member-only life experiences. Nobody can get access to these experiences that are curated for us without being a member of Live. So it's a private, exclusive lifestyle company. We have a variety of destinations, interest categories, and it's designed to fit any budget, guys. You don't have to be ultra wealthy. You don't have to be a celebrity to have experiences like the ones Live is putting together for its members. It's giving people a platform to be able to have celebrity type like life experiences, without needing to be ultra wealthy to do it. So anybody can afford it, and that's the whole purpose of what makes this platform really brilliant, in my opinion. And then lastly, being a part of the Live community. If there's not something on the Live list that you want to go and do, even though as hard as that will be, if that is the case, you have a voice. You get to pick what gets activated, what gets put on the list, and then how it works, guys, is you see step 1 on the right side there is pledge. How this works is you would go online to the Live list on your membership portal, and you would figure out what experience you want to go on. You pledge for it. Once we get enough pledges, that event will activate, and then you just show up. When the event comes around, you don't have to plan anything. You don't have to go through the itinerary. You literally just plug and play. You just show up. All the planning, all the tedious headache stuff that nobody enjoys about going and doing things, that's taken care of for you. And then with each experience, obviously we do all the sexy, cool, fun stuff, but in the bottom left-hand corner, if you guys can see that, we also do something that is really heartwarming and is cause-driven, called Live to Give. So every place that we go, we make sure that we leave it a little better than how we found it, meaning that we're not going to go someplace and just take, but we're also going to give back. And in a lot of cases, we experience the most that we receive is in the times that we give the most. And so we'll go into different places, whether we're doing community service, giving back to the homeless, just doing something that's boots on the ground, roll up the sleeves, and just giving back to the community, whether it's through donating items, donating food, money, or just spending time with those less privileged and just loving on them and stepping into kind of their world and doing what we can to help give them a positive experience. And it just makes it heartwarming all the way around. We do that with every single Live List experience. We have a Live to Give portion attached to each and every experience. So that's what the Live List is about. Live List Local, just really quickly, guys. So we have the Live List Global, which I just talked about, but we also have Live List Local. We're inspiring communities to have life experiences and bring together people in the community to create that connection, because we feel like even though we are more connected virtually than we've ever been in any other time in history, people have never felt more disconnected at any other time in history, if that makes sense. More people are so isolated, and we only ever stay connected on social media, that on a local level, we want to get communities together to experience, their local markets together, and then be able to, receive incentives, coins, and stuff to be able to redeem those for the Live List Globals, if that makes sense. So there's 3 levels of membership, guys. I'm going to go through each one. You can obviously see the 3 here: Access, Premier, VIP, from $9 to $99 a month, guys. This is not meant to break the bank. And a lot of people, before they ever get to this point, they'll already disregard the information because they're already thinking that they got to be ultra wealthy or like something crazy to be able to afford to do all this stuff. And that's not the case. So I'm going to dive in first, guys, to the membership benefits and the privileges that goes along with each one of these memberships. So first off, Live Deals. This is a platform. You can download it right on your phone, Live Deals, and it gives you coupons and discounts to things that you're already doing anyway. Things like dining, shopping, whether it's online at a department store, at the mall, or whatever. Services, maybe you're going to get your oil changed or new tires on your car, a service that we have discounts for that on there, online shopping, or things to do, whether it's concerts, movie theater, I mean, you name it. There's all kinds of things on this app. We've partnered and contracted with over 500,000 different vendors and merchants to be able to give this value add-on to the membership, along with, you know, being a Live member that's getting access to the Live list. So you can see there the average savings per deal is $9. So with this, with the Access membership, you get up to 5 deals every single month. So let's go back to this and do some math. $9 a month, and you save approximately $9 each time you use it. If you use your Live Deals 5 times each month, you pay for your Access membership 5 times over. Right? So you don't have to be, right, like a math whiz or a math genius to figure out that this membership will pay for itself. And then obviously you can see with VIP and Premier membership there, you get to enjoy Live Deals with an unlimited amount of uses each and every month. So moving on, our next perk with being a Live member is Live Travel. So you have Live Travel, which is 110% best price promise on hotels, flights, cruises, hotels, rental cars, activities, and things of that nature. So like I said, guys, the reason we can do this is because we're not a travel company. Live doesn't make any money on hotels or flights or cruises or any of that stuff. This is supposed to make traveling, that piece, almost obsolete and taken care of for you, and giving it to you at a price, like I said, that you just can't go and do on your own. So the 110% best price promise, we're so confident that we can beat literally every other price out there, that even if you were to find a better price, we will match it, and then we'll give you back 110% of the difference. So no matter what, you are getting the best deal on flights, hotels, cruises, rental cars, all that stuff all the time. And if you can see here, guys, you know, Live Travel Hotels, this is actually really, really, really exciting. So if you can just look at that little example in the bottom right-hand corner. So normally when somebody would go and book a hotel, when you go do it through our Live Travel hotel portal, you're actually going to see in real time what the public price would normally be, and that gets pulled off of like the Expedia, the Orbitz. You get to see what the public price for that hotel would normally be, and then as a Live member, you get to see right there, you know, what you're saving and how much it's going to cost you as a Live member for that same exact hotel that you were already going to stay in anyway. And then you can also see that we can use coins and credits to cover that as well. And I'll dive more into that here in the upcoming slides. So the hotel credit, the way that that works is with each membership, you get hotel credit on activation. With the Premier and the VIP, you get hotel credits also every single month. So with the Access, you get $40 in hotel credit on activation. It only costs you $39 on activation and $9 a month, but you got $40 in hotel credit when you activated that membership. Does that make sense? And then Premier, you know, $49 a month, $50 one-time activation fee. So to get started, your first month, $99, you get $100 hotel credit that you can use on any of the hotels across North America right now. And then you pay $49 a month, and you also get $50 in hotel credit monthly. Paying $49 a month, getting $50 monthly. And then VIP, you can see there, guys, you know, your first month, you pay $99 plus the $100 activation fee one time. It was $199 for your first month as a VIP customer member, and you got $200 in hotel credit on activation, and you get $100 hotel credit monthly. So moving on, Live Photo Book. This is something that I've seen to be really, really popular with the moms out there who are really into scrapbooking, and really anybody who just likes printing off pictures and having their pictures saved for them to look back on instead of, storing it in the cloud that you never end up, using. Everything gets cluttered, so on and so forth. But what we do as just another perk at Live is you can see there by hashtagging Live Moments on your Instagram, it actually takes the picture from your Instagram along with the caption and everything automatically, and it downloads it and puts it into a Live Moments photo book for you. Every 60 photos, you're going to get a Live Moments photo book sent right to your door, hardcover, super high value, just another value add-on that we're doing for our members. And then Live List Global, the series photo book is just when we go to these Live List Global events. You're going to get a curated hashtag like the one you see there, the Live Vegas. I actually got my Live Vegas photo book upstairs right in my room, sitting on my nightstand. But it's just something that we do for our members to not only allow people to relive those memories while they're there, but just taking, again, another step of the planning and of that process out of it, and just sending this to them in a really high quality hardcover book, something that they're going to be able to look back on many, many years from now, and smile and just say, wow, I can't believe I did that. That was so awesome. So photo book, just another value add-on. You see with the Live Moments series that begins at the Premier membership, and then that bumps up to the Live Global one at the VIP. You don't get the photo book with the Access membership. So lastly, rewards. Live Coins. This is what we do, and we offer our members kind of our loyalty reward program. So each and every month as a member, and when you activate, you're going to get what we call Live Coins. And with these coins, you can use these and redeem them to cover your experiences on the Live list, and you can also use them to cover your hotels when you book them through the Live Hotel portal. So as the Access member, you earn coins by attending locals and referring members, excuse me. So when you go to a Live list local experience and you cover the pledge or whatever it was, and you actually get coins for going to that. So you're actually getting paid through Live Coins to just go and plug into your community and do a life experience that you were already wanting to do anyway. And then when you refer somebody, maybe you have a friend that thinks this is cool, wants to do it with you at $9 a month, you refer them, you also get coins for doing that as an Access member. Premier, you earn coins 8 on activation and 4 every single month. If you think of a coin, one Live coin is equivalent to about $5 US. So on activation, you get about $40 in Live coins when you activate the membership, along with the credits, along with the perks and all that stuff. And you're getting 4 every single month, which is about $20, right, value in Live coins, along with the credits and everything else. And you get that, guys, every single month, as well as going to the Live locals and as well as referring members, VIP. Now we're just bumping it up. So you're going to get coins for doing the same stuff, but now you're going to get 24 coins on activation, and you're going to get 12 every single month. So you can see, as you move up in the membership ranks here, guys, how quickly you can, kind of accrue coins and credits to be able to elevate your level of living, to do so at whatever pace that you want. So we want to go through an example of how you get a trip and an experience for free. So let's say that's you. You got your heart glasses on there, and you're a VIP member with Live, and you're on your membership for 12 months, right? You've just acquired 144 Live coins and $1,300 in hotel credits. You can now go to these different examples on the right-hand side completely free. Vegas, Orlando, Caribbean. Cancun is where I'm going actually in a couple months in March, middle of March, going to Cancun. And as you can see there, guys, the experience itself is only 50 coins. As a VIP member, you get 24 coins when you activate. 2 months later, you would have enough coins to cover the entire experience. So just let that sink in. We were wanting to give people a platform to be able to fund their fun and be able to go and do things and have an incentive, a reason to now go and do it without waiting, and giving people a platform to do it as inexpensively as possible, if not completely free. And when I say completely free, like this can literally, your entire membership can be free. Refer 3 people on the same membership that you have or greater, and your membership is completely free. You get all the perks, you get all the credits, all the coins for referring 3 other people. So it's called referral marketing, guys. It's just like when you go to a movie and you really, really love it. After you're done watching the movie, what do you go and do? You tell all your friends about it. and then those friends go and see the movie, but you don't get incentivized for referring people to the movie or referring somebody to a restaurant or whatever the case may be. Here you're just being incentivized as a member to get your membership for free by sharing it with others, because we realize that people are probably, when they go and do these life experiences, call us crazy, but you're probably going to want to do it with people that you have a friendship with and that you have fun with, because you can be in the best place on planet Earth with the worst people and have a terrible time. And the same is true vice versa. You could be in the worst place, but you're with your crew, have the most amazing time. So we understand that. So what we wanted to do was incentivize a member for just referring this with their friends, people that they want to go and experience life with, and do this all around the world with. So help 3 people, refer 3, and get your membership completely for free. Here you go. You can take a screenshot of the membership breakdown. Here you see what you get with Access, what you get with Premier, and what you get with VIP. You see the hotel credits, you see the Live coins, and what you're getting on a monthly basis just as a Live member. So at this point, guys, I mean, I told you what I've done in Vegas. I've been to 5 Live-less experiences already. The first one, I was actually in Punta Cana, went ziplining, catamaran cruises, sunset yacht cruises, all inclusive. I mean, food, drinks. Once I got there, dude, I never touched my wallet. I showed up and just literally had the time of my life. And just to give you guys a little bit of reference, like, I had never been on a plane until this company. I spent all 20 years of my prior existence, just in Wisconsin. And I didn't love the winter. So that wasn't it. It was just I never had a platform or a reason that woke me up to go and do and live my life to the fullest now, because reality is we're all terminal, and we all, none of us are guaranteed a tomorrow, but yet so many of us live life asleep at the wheel, acting like there's no penalty for waiting, when really none of us know. Our time and our days on earth are so finite that we just want to inspire people to go and do things now, not wait. Give people a platform to do it at a level they couldn't go and do it on their own, and do it with amazing like-minded people all around the world. So with that, guys, we're going to transition a little more into the business side, and what this means if you wanted to do this as your side gig or side hustle. So as you can see here, guys, what's your side gig? The gig economy is expanding at a very rapid pace. Odds are you probably know somebody who drives for Uber, Lyft, Amazon Flex. Maybe they sell stuff on Etsy or eBay. They're a brand ambassador. They rent their home off Airbnb, whatever it is. That's all called the gig economy. And that's expected to double in the next 4 years, because it's growing faster than traditional employment. And we're finding out that people are doing it because the dollar doesn't go as far as it used to. And I think we all probably realize that. And that's not slowing down or changing anytime soon. And we're also finding out that people just want freedom. People want to have multiple streams of income so they can go and do more things. Normally, what are they doing? Life experiences. The whole reason you make money on this planet is to one day have freedom to go and do all the things that you've always wanted to do your entire life. Think about, if money was no issue for the rest of your life, what do you think you would do? I know what I would do. I would literally go max out my life. I would maximize experiences, and I would do it with the people that I love and that I want to create memories with while they're here, while I'm here. And be able to give back and be able to pour into other people and just have freedom to go and do all the things that I've always wanted to do. Obviously, money isn't everything, which is why I'm passionate, and I tell people that you need to take care of money and have money never be an issue for you, so you can actually go and do all the things that you've wanted to do. Make money not an issue, because it isn't everything. So make it so you never have to worry about it ever again, and you can actually focus on what lights your heart up, whatever that may be. So what we want to do is we want to talk about how to make Live your gig. So it's done completely remotely from whatever you want to do. You can do it on your phone, computer, from your home. You could be anywhere in the world and do it. It's guys, the era that we live in, the digital age, it's my opinion, and take it with a grain of salt if you want, but if you have a smartphone, which my guess is that you do, and you're probably watching this on it right now, if you have a smartphone and you're not making money from it, it's a dumb phone. The technology that you have in your hand right now is stronger than the technology that was used to get to the moon in the 1960s. Think about that. And you pay for it every single month, but it doesn't make you any money. It's a liability. Why do you have it? You're just consuming. Use it to create a stream of income, and all you're doing is sharing live. You're sharing lifestyle, fun, experiences. That's all you're doing, guys. So we get paid 5 times a month. We get paid every Monday. So in Live, we actually like Mondays. And we get paid every 15th of the month. So that's what we call our residual check. And I'm going to break down what it means to have leverage and residual income and what that looks like opposed to just trading time for money. And then obviously lifestyle bonuses at the rank of silver. You qualify for a free luxury car of your choice, free trips, free life experiences, all that stuff. And then the flexibility to be able to do this spare time, part-time, or full-time. So quick business lesson, cash flow quadrant. Don't know if you guys have ever heard of Robert Kiyosaki, but best-selling author, one of the best financial mentors in the entire world, wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, Investing with the Rich. And he's just an incredible author, resource, and really just a mastermind when it comes to being financially educated and literate. So if you can see there, guys, in the upper left-hand corner is what we would call an E or an employee, meaning you exchange time and effort for an income. And if you don't work, you don't get paid. You only get paid when you're on the clock. That is it. And 95% of people fall into that category. And you're also, most people don't know this, you're actually taxed more than people who are business owners or investors or whatever. You're actually taxed more. And that money gets taken out before you ever even get to see it, right? You get your W-2 and your money's already been taken out. Every 2 weeks when you get your paycheck, your money's already been taken out. Uncle Sam already took his cut. So as an employee, you're only paid when you're clocked in. You're trading your time for money, right? And when most people think of it like that, like think about whether you're getting paid 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, maybe even 20 bucks an hour. And maybe that might sound good to you if you're not making that kind of money right now, but would you trade away an hour of your life for $20? Would you trade away an hour of your life for $50? My guess is most of you probably would not. And that's where I want to shift your mindset and your thinking when it comes to money and how to create money. So bottom left-hand, guys, moving on, is what we call a self-employed or a small business owner. So yeah, they may own a business, they may be self-employed, but they work for themselves and they make money, but they have no time, right? When you trade your time for money, you have one of 3 issues. You either have no time and a lot of money because you're always working, you have a lot of time and no money because you're never working, or you just have no time and no money because what you're doing just isn't working. So when you're a small business owner, yeah, you have the opportunity to kind of cut out the middleman or the boss, if you will, because you are the boss. But guess what? If you're not at that business doesn't make money. So you don't really own a business. You more so just own a job. You're still trading time for money. And now you just acquired all the risk that comes along with it. So we want to transition everything that you know about making money, and we want to get you onto the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but 97% of the world's money is actually controlled by 3% of the population. All 3% of the population, guess what they have in common? They're all on this right side of the quadrant. So right-hand side, upper right, you're a big business owner. So business owners have systems working for them that build assets. So what you want to do is be able to find something that duplicates and something that can pay you around the clock, whether you're quote unquote clocked in or not, something that can pay you while you sleep through leverage and residual income. With this compensation plan, with this business model, you are able to leverage your efforts through other people where you can get paid off of not only just your own 24 hours in a day, but 24 hours a day with hundreds or thousands or even millions of people. It all depends how big of an organization that you build, but you're able to leverage yourself. Same with being a big business owner, right? You think Steve Jobs was getting paid off of more than just his own efforts in a day? Do you think Robert Kiyosaki, this guy here, who's a multi-decamillionaire, is getting paid off of more than just his efforts in a day? Or maybe the guy that invented Walmart, or maybe Jeff Bezos with Amazon. My guess is that they found a way to get paid off of more than just their own 24 hours in a day. Because one thing I've learned, we all have the same exact 24 hours in a day. Why is it that some people make a little bit of money and some people make a lot? We have the same time, so time isn't an issue. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, right? It's not like a millionaire has 25, 26, or 30 hours in a day, but they get paid off of more than just their own 24 hours in a day, if that makes sense, because they have leverage. And then bottom right, obviously you are an investor where your money is, working for you and you don't have to work for money. So that's what we want to do. We want to transition you into the right side of the quadrant and just be more financially literate on how to earn an income. So to become a promoter with Liv, one-time payment of $399. $400 to start a business. With that, you get 1 month VIP membership, you get Liv Pro, you get your welcome kit, you get your Live to Learn mentorship, you get access to obviously get paid, because anybody can be a member, but only promoter members can get paid. And I'm going to break down examples of what that looks like. And then also as a promoter, you get the conversion bonus, meaning that if this is something where all you want to do is just get a bunch of coins so you can travel, and go on experiences after experiences, you can convert your commissions to coins and get a 25% premium on your coins. But $399 one time to start your business. You're a Live member as a promoter. However, you've now unlocked the ability to build this as a business, create leverage, residual income, and be able to do something on the side, right? Maybe a plan B that could become a plan A. And I'm going to show you some examples of income producing hypotheticals here. So here's you, and we call it the power of 3. So let's say that's you, Pat the Prophet, and we want to go and get you your 3 customers right away so you don't have to pay for your membership ever again. So you're actually getting paid to get it for free, as crazy as that sounds. And let's say you can find 3 people that want to build this business with you. So now you're creating leverage. You're building a team. And you find 3 people that also want to do this as their side gig, make some money, and we want to help you hit the rank of what you call rising star as quickly as possible. So if we can do this right here that you're seeing here, get your 3, not only will you make your money back, but you'll make your money back with a profit. And the sooner that we can do that, the more money that you're going to make. If we do it by your 2nd Thursday in business, along with making your money back, you're also going to get a $200 bonus. By your 3rd Thursday, $100 bonus, 4th Thursday, $50 bonus, and then you do it within your 30 days, you get that as well as 60 Live coins tacked on to the 24 you got when you activated to be a promoter. So, first week, first month in business, keep in mind, most businesses aren't profitable even within their first 10 years. Like 9 out of 10 businesses fail. If we can make you profitable, which is very, very doable, we've helped people do this dozens and dozens of times over, and this model is proven to work. So we want to get you to rising star as fast as possible, make your money back, become profitable, have a team rolling, and then we just want to grow from there. So we want to help other people do the same from that point. So those 3 people that you just helped sponsor in business, we want to help them also make their money back and profit, and just keep doing this again and again and again. So you can see here, guys, help us 6 people do what you just did, have a bronze in each leg. We build in 3s. So help 6 people go bronze, and you're now a Live Silver, making an extra $20,000 a year with your side gig. Help 3 people do that, you're making an extra $50,000 a year as a Live Gold. Help 3 people go gold, you're a Live Platinum, making a 6-figure income. Maybe at this point you fire your boss or drop out of school like I did, or whatever the case may be, and help 3 people go platinum, and you're now a 3-star making $500,000 a year. So one of the things that I learned in this industry 2.5 years ago was, in order to be blessed, you first have to be a blessing to other people. So that's what I love about network marketing in this company versus corporate America, because in corporate America, the only way that you really climb the corporate ladder, so to speak, is by competing with other people, or sometimes even stepping on other people in order for you to kind of raise yourself up that ladder, if that makes sense. And we believe that the only way for you to have the tallest building in town should be by you building yours the tallest, not by tearing somebody else's building down. So if you want to, never have to worry about your bills, help enough people pay their bills, and eventually your bills will disappear. So that's what this is all about. There's ranks beyond this, guys, but that's how you acquire and move through these ranks, like I'm showing you, just by helping other people do what you've done. And you're going to get mentorship to be able to do this. People that have been doing this for a long, long time, longer than me even, people who are making multiple 6 figures and 7 figures and have been for the better part of a decade. So you're going to get that mentorship. And you're going to be able to move into a position where you're going to be able to mentor and help other people do the exact same thing. So ranks beyond that, like I said, but that's enough to get you started. And now we want to get into, I already explained to you what leverage was, but now residual income. Like I said, 2 years ago when I got started in the industry, 2.5 years ago, the only way I knew to make more money was trading my time for money. So I thought in order to make more money, I would either need to get another job, pick up more hours, something along those lines. And then I found out what residual income was, which is the idea of doing something one time but getting paid for it over and over and over again. So I like to use the example of a gym. The gym sells the membership to the member one time, but yet they get paid month in and month out as long as that member stays, on their membership. And if you're thinking of this as a business, hello, we offer memberships. So when you get somebody as a customer, as a member, you're getting paid residually month in and month out. Like I've said, we get paid 10 different ways, and we get paid 5 times a month. What I'm about to show you in this example is how we get paid just through one of the 10. Just the residual monthly one, the 15th of the check, the 15th of the month check that I told you about in one of the earlier slides. So let's go through some of those examples. Here's you. Let's say you go get your 3. You're going to make several $100s in bonuses through the comp plan, but you're also, just from the residual piece, guys, you're going to make $45 a month residually, which isn't a lot, but guess what? It's probably more than about 90% of the population makes residually right now. So you're not rich, but hey, $45 a month residually just through one of the ways that we get paid, not bad. Take it out a step further. Word of mouth is the best form of advertising. Let's say 3 turns into 9. You're making now $200 a month residually as a Live Bronze, as a Rising Star. You've already made several $100s in bonuses and commissions, but now just the residual piece, you're building the residual, right? So once you get to this point, as long as we retain these people, this residual is just going to keep growing and growing and growing. So I'm just going to keep going through these. You can see how this grows through 8 generations of referral. And it actually, the ceiling and the floor of this compensation plan drops out at the 8th level, and you're paid 2% through infinity. So you can make far beyond what you're seeing on the screen right here, but this is just through 8 generations of referral. Does that make sense? So obviously, once you get up to the rank of what would be a Live, Diamond Elite with an organization of about 10,000 people, yeah, you're making about 150 grand a month, which people say 2 things when they see this slide. They either say that's crazy or that's impossible, but only one of those is true. It's not impossible, but it is crazy. And I'll be honest with you, only a few people in their life will ever do this, because some people just, they're not willing to put in the time or the effort or the energy or the longevity to get to this point. But people do it. A lot of people have done it. And I know several people, there's people in this company right now that are making beyond this amount. So just to put that in perspective, but let's say this is a little unbelievable for you. Fail this by 90%, right? Get 10% of this activity down and still earn an extra 15 grand a month. Not bad. But let's say that is even a little bit unreasonable. Let's say that's still too rich for you. Fail it by 99%, right? Do 1% of this activity. How many of us have ever failed an exam by 99%? We don't have to answer that, but my guess is probably pretty much nobody has failed by 99%. But fail this by 99%, do 1% of this activity right here, make an extra $1,500 a month. What would you have to do at your job to make an extra $1,500 a month? My guess is you'd have to do quite a bit. So just take a look at this snapshot here, guys. I myself am a former college student athlete. And college grads, let's just face it, and I understand that these dates are a little bit outdated, but in 2011, 53.6% of college grads under 25 were out of work or underemployed. So that same student loan debt that you buried yourself in because you were sold a script on how to be successful, right? We were all sold on this idea of go to school, get good grades, graduate, go to college, study really, really hard, get good grades, so you can eventually graduate, get a degree, so you can get a good paying job, work 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life, and then eventually you can retire on 40% of your income and you can live happily ever after. Guess what? That script was put in place about 150 years ago during the Industrial Revolution with Henry Ford. And I beg to differ that if that script of success was put in place 150 years ago, and don't get me wrong, it worked beautifully back then, but what do we have today from 150 years ago? Do we still drive cars from 150 years ago? No. Do we have the same phones from 150 years ago? No. Computers? No. Why is it that we follow the same script for success? It doesn't make any sense. We need to shift the script. And that is why we're seeing the gig economy growing at the rate that it is. And then obviously just moving past the whole college thing, guys, the median household debt between 50 and 70K. I mean, 50K was in the year 2000, 70K in 2011. It's 2019 now. I can't imagine what it is. But I know there's kids graduating from college with $100,000 in debt or more. And that's just the reality of the world that we live in, guys. So the average baby, the baby boomer average savings by age 50, not even 50 grand. Imagine being 50 years old, a half a century. I know I'm only 23, literally over double my age, only having 50 grand to my name. To me, that does not sound like a life that I want to live. That's not going to give me freedom. Guys, money gives you options. It gives you freedom. Like I said, money isn't everything, but everything takes money. Money isn't everything, which is why you need to figure out a way to make it so you never have to worry about money. So you don't have to go to restaurants and order food based on the price. You never have to say no to your kids because something costs too much or you can't afford it. Does that make sense? People go to restaurants and they order food based on the price. They don't even order what they want to eat. And that just doesn't make any sense to me. And, I know that there's a better way. There's a stone cold better way. I don't want to be age 50 with only 50 grand or less to my name when I've just been shown a business model where I can make 50 grand a month plus. So just to throw some stats on you guys. And then obviously what we want to really stress here is that anybody can do this. There's a system in place. Like I was showing you guys with the cash flow quadrant. This is systematic. It's designed to be duplicatable. It's designed for anybody to do. It's designed to be built spare time, part-time, or full-time. So you don't have to go guns a-blazing 40 hours a week. We understand everybody's busy. It's designed to be built very, very spare time. So that takes away that degree of worry right there. And then, secondly, people are like, oh, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never been an entrepreneur. I've never had a business. I've never blah, blah, blah. Everything's done for you guys. All your marketing's done for you. And there's a system that we follow. And you're not doing this by yourself. You're working with either myself, somebody whoever sent you this, and we're going to do this together, one team, one dream, whatever you want to call it. So when you get started, we're going to go through a Run to Rising Star with you where we're going to figure out your goals. We're going to figure out, do you want to make a few $100s a month just in your spare time? No big deal. Is this something you want to make, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 a month? Or do you see yourself eventually being a 6-figure, 7-figure earner and beyond? We just map out whatever those goals are, and then we just start working the process. We help you through it every step of the way. First step, what we're going to do, we're going to go through that, set your goals. We're going to then go through, make a list of names, people that you like, trust, and respect that you're going to share this with. And we're not going to make them be a member or a promoter. We're just going to share it with them. And they're going to decide, right? We're not here to sell anybody. We're just sharing information. So step 2, we're going to have an invite hour where I or whoever showed this to you is going to sit down with you, whether it's on Zoom, it's FaceTime, over the phone, in person, doesn't matter. And we're just going to help you invite your friends to take a look at this. That's it. And then 3, we're going to have a personal meetup, whether it's virtual or in person, or whether it's them watching a recording like this, like what you're doing, just so they can get all the information and make a decision that's best for them. So obviously, like I said, I'm only a 23-year-old kid, and I really, I've never had a business before until now. But I've been in this industry for two and a half years, a little over 2.5 years now. When I got started, had super small goals, right? I just wanted to make enough money to pay for my rent, my groceries while I was going to school, and that was it. Quickly realized I set my goals too low, and made a 4-figure paycheck my first week. So I made my money back and actually almost tripled my investment in a week's time. And then I just really never looked back. I then understood the bigger picture. I then understood what was possible. And I knew that I was going out and getting what I was worth rather than just trading my time for money and being told what I'm worth and being told what my time's worth. So, fast forward to 6 months, I'm still going to school. I was still doing this very, very spare time, right? While I'm still, on the football team, 18 credits, and 2 part-time jobs. I got to a point where I was making a full-time income at 6 months, doing it very spare time as a 20-year-old kid. And at that point, that was when I made the decision to leave school. And it's not that I'm down on school. I'm just up on opportunity. And you know, when I was going for business, and guess what? If you're not going to school to be a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, a teacher, an engineer, a chiropractor, something along those lines, guys, you do not need college. You're wasting your time and money. That's just the facts. Guess what? Guess how you learn business? You learn business by being around and running a business. You need to be around people who have what you want. That's all I did. I got around people who had what I wanted. I just decided that I'm not going to learn how to run a business by a professor showing me how to run a business through a textbook. Somebody who's never even ran a business themselves. And why am I going to take financial advice? If I want to make $1 million, I'm not going to take financial advice from my dad's buddy working at a bank making 50 grand a year. Love him to death. He wants the best for me. But guess what? He's not going to teach me how to make $1 million. He's just not. If you want to learn how to make $1 million, you got to get around people who are making $1 million, who are on the same path, people who have what you want. Does that make sense? Because if you accept somebody's advice, you're also accepting their lifestyle, which is why we say if you want to get good at basketball, you study Michael Jordan. If you want to get good at soccer, you study David Beckham. And if you want to learn how to get wealthy, yeah, you got to get around people who have what you want, people who are wealthy. And then obviously getting around an environment of people moving in the same direction as you. Because guess what? All your friends, even though they love you, I get it, it's whatever. But, you know, most people, they want to see you succeed, but never better than them. And, you know, by you starting a business, and by you declaring like, hey, I am going to create a life by design versus just living a life by default. I mean, that's what I did. And, you know, 2.5 years later, I haven't had a job in 2 years. I have literally not punched a clock in over 2 years. That's what you call freedom. Nobody tells me what to do. I don't answer to anybody. I work when I want, where I want, with who I want. And I get to be around people that are like-minded, ambitious, driven. They actually want to see and help me win. And it's just all about positivity, guys. And we're sharing a mission. We're wanting to inspire the world, you know, to live now at any level that they want, whether it's just as a member, maybe they want to be a promoter, maybe they want to create wealth, maybe they want to chase financial freedom, whatever the case may be, guys. But the point is this. If you do what somebody does and you say what they say, you're going to get what they have 100% of the time. That's physics. That's reality. So moving on, guys, if I can do it, I'm nothing special. I promise you. You know, I wasn't like some brilliant super genius. I wasn't. I was just an average kid with above average goals and dreams. I was teachable. I was coachable, and I followed the system. That's all I did. We share this with people. We share things. We share our entire lives with everybody every single day anyway. We see a good movie. We share it. We eat at a good restaurant. We share it. Right? We see a meme on Facebook or Snapchat. We share it. We share everything in our lives already anyway. Why not just get paid for doing it? So that's what made sense to me. That's what's making sense to a lot of people all around the world. And that's what, you know, I'm showing you today as well. So at this point, guys, it's just about picking what's best for you. You know, are you somebody who just wants to be a customer? Maybe you just like the privileges. You don't care about making money. You don't care about building a business. That's totally fine. You just need to pick. Are you an Access, Premier, VIP? What level of living do you want? How many coins and credits do you want each month? Right? How many times you want to be able to use Live Deals each month? Do you want the Live Photo Books? You know, figure out what it is that you want, what suits you. And then just pick your membership, and we'll plug you in and we'll get you rocking and rolling. And then, you know, second, if you're a promoter, you're somebody that says, hey, listen, if somebody's getting a paycheck for this, you better send that check to me. Then you need to be a promoter. You know, earn weekly, monthly commissions, one-time startup investment, $3.99. You're automatically a VIP member at, you know, the promoter system. But just decide, just make a decision. You know, because the reality of it is our lives are formed by the little decisions that we make. I got started in this industry, guys, from a message on Snapchat 2.5 years ago. And, you know, I've now been able to directly and indirectly impact literally over 1,000 people, you know, through all different ages, all walks of life. And had I not opened that Snapchat or not replied to that Snapchat 2.5 years ago, none of that would have happened. None of that would have happened. I wouldn't be fulfilled. I'd still be trading my time for money. Never would have got around people that had what I wanted. Never would have done any of that, along with all the priceless experiences that I've been on up to this point, and the more that are yet to come. So, no, there's a cost to doing something, I understand, but there's also a cost to not doing something. So the question I want you to ask yourself is, if you continue what you're doing today, you know, what will your life look like 5 years from now? Are you just going to continue waiting? Are you just going to continue making excuses? You know, I don't know what your interests are. I don't know if you want to be a customer or if you want to be a promoter. That's for you to decide. But if you're going to be a customer, Just decide, what's your life going to look like in 5 years? You might say that you're going to go and travel and do things and blah, blah, blah. But are you really? Have you ever told yourself that in the past? And here you are 5 years later, haven't done any of it. You wanted to accomplish something, never done it, never did it. Never seeked out the information. You just never took action because you thought there was no penalty for waiting. But guess what? Time isn't stopping. We're only getting older every single second, every single minute. And then if you are wanting to be a promoter, and you don't take action, what's your life look like? Maybe you're in college. Maybe you're stuck at a job you don't like. Whatever the case may be. But, if you don't take action today, nothing will ever change. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. For your life, for your results to change, you have to change. You have to take different action. And I know that makes sense. So, with that being said, make the decision, because there's only 4 reasons you wouldn't get started right now. And reason number 1 being, I don't understand. But that's okay. You don't need to understand everything. Like I said, all the resources and everything is done for you. You have a team of people you're plugging into that's going to help, mentor, and guide you, and you're going to earn while you learn. If you've ever had a job in your life, my guess is you probably didn't know what you were doing at first when you started, but guess what? You still did it, and you still got trained in, and you guess what? You learned as you went. You probably didn't know how to ride a bike right away, but you still did it, and then you learned. It's no different here. If you don't understand it, that's no reason to disregard it and throw it out the window, because we're going to teach you. We are going to teach you everything you need to know to take this to however big of level of success that you want. Number 2 is, I don't believe it. Well, if that's true, hit me up offline, and I'd be glad to have a more intimate conversation with you and introduce you to dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of people who are winning doing this. I can show you people who are extremely busy, whether they're with college, work, both, family, single parents, single moms, single dads. It doesn't matter what it is. I will show you people who are winning doing this, and they can do it no matter what their schedule looks like. So if you don't believe me, hit me up. I will give you more than enough belief to do this. Third is, I don't have time. Well, like I've said, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. So that kind of debunks that objection right there. We all have the same exact 24 hours in a day. It's how you choose to spend your 24 hours in a day is what makes you successful, right? It's not about what you do 9 to 5. It's what you do 5 to 9. And it's what you do with the time that you don't have that sets you apart, that gets you ahead, that makes you successful. Anybody can say we don't have time. We're all busy, guys. I understand. But you can either make excuses or you can make results, but you can't make both. And then lastly, the 4th reason why you wouldn't join is, I don't have the money. Well, guess what? I just showed you a reason. I just showed you a way to do that. That's a reason why you should do this. How long are you going to live your life saying, I can't afford it, or saying, I don't have the money? How long do you want that to be your reality? You have to be real with yourself, self-reflect, and just decide, I want my life to be different. And maybe you don't have the money right now. I understand. That's fine. But guess what? If you dropped your phone, if you popped your tire, how quickly could you come up with $400 to replace those things? My guess is probably pretty quick. If I told you I had a brand new 2019 Ferrari sitting in my driveway, and I'll give it to you as long as you come up with $400 in the next 12 hours, my guess is you could probably come up with $400 in the next 12 hours. Like I said, you can make excuses or you can make results, but you can't make both. So if that's you, come up with the money, and then let's make you enough money where you can just buy multiple Ferraris. How's that sound? Like, we can do that. I just showed you a way where you can do that. So that's all I got for you guys. You have a project list, you have a to-do list, and what we want to do is give you a reason to create a live list, whatever that looks like for you. So I have one question. Are you ready to live? Get back with whoever sent you this video and tell them, if you're a customer or promoter, if you're a customer, what membership you want to be. And if you're a promoter, tell them I'm ready, or tell them you have questions. And I'd love to help in any way I can to getting those questions answered. I look forward to having life experiences with you at a Live List Global all around the world. And for some of you, I look forward to welcoming you, training you, and mentoring you, helping you hit your business goals as a promoter. Either way, there is no wrong answer. I look forward to welcoming you guys soon. Welcome to Live, guys. Now is the time. Let's go. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.